Hey everybody, SWinger70 here, and I just thought I'd sit down and have a quickie with you real quick here. So, if you haven't already noticed from watching some of our friends' videos and some of the videos, some of our regular people that we normally watch in our little community, I've been visiting a lot of them and hitting them pretty hard with a campaign that I kind of started. It's hashtag Behind Our Brother. I'm going to put that up here. Our buddy Coda Boy 32 Tactical Channel has kind of gone black for right now. Now, here he is up here, and he does, however, have his Second Amendment channel up and running right now, but he's gotten a couple of strikes. So I didn't want to just sit by. You know, here's a guy that has pretty much done anything and everything he can for everybody. The raffles, CMAX is the first one that comes to mind, but the raffles and his support of everybody's channel, even a little nobody like myself, and as grateful as I am for every one of you that will watch this and what have you. He's kind of been the catalyst that got my channel off and running. So that being said, I'm greatly appreciative. I've been able to establish a nice little friendship with him, to the point where we were able to meet at the rally, the 2A rally, that one day during the week back in April. And it was awesome meeting him in person. Would love to have the opportunity to shoot with him one day. On camera, off camera, makes no difference to me, but he needs our help. And I thought I would give you a little breakdown of what I've done to kind of call it what you wish. I've tried to kind of light a candle under some butts. I saw that Such had posted something in response to the Brownells situation, and by the way, they were taken down and they're back up early this morning, so that didn't last long. But in that posting that Such did on Facebook, he had some information on how you can get in touch with somebody, either by Twitter, by social media, even by phone. There was a phone number, and I called the phone number last night. I did this late last night. Got a couple of recordings, and figured I'd try again this morning. I got up pretty early this morning, knowing that where YouTube is, it was going to be 3 hours earlier. So I waited a little bit. And in the meantime, I was able to, I even got a text message from KB32, and I told him what I've been doing and what I'm going to continue to do. I'm just one person, and on top of that, I'm an insignificant person. But if enough insignificant people get together and do what I'm doing, there could be some impact. When you see this happening to a channel like Brownells, when it happened to him, or James Yeager, or even when it happened to Hickok and what have you, some time back, the support, the level of support that he got was from his viewers was overwhelming, and I think it forced YouTube to act a little quicker and maybe even go back on some of their their rules. But since Hickok's situation, the date being what it is, the new rules went into effect very recently. So we're seeing the effects of it with Coda Boys channel right now. The strikes are pretty much just investigations as to, or we need to take a closer look at, but you get that third strike and you're out. So I got on the phone this morning and tried that number again, and was actually sitting on hold when Coda Boy texted me, and I told him I'm actually on hold right now, and just like your quintessential Coda Boys, very appreciative, and just a magnificent guy, and you know, I'll follow any channel he puts up, but you know, somebody who's given so much as he has shouldn't have anything taken away from him because he's a gun guy. We're all gun guys and girls. You know, we enjoy a particular part of our culture, a part of our birthright that each of us share. You know, it just politically everything doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to like-minded individuals as we are. And I don't think we're going to do a lot of mind changing. Of course, the only way to get things done is to make sure you vote and, you know, try and get the right people into office so that those particular platforms that they stand for, that you want them to stand for, is being protected. So all that being said, I got a big runaround. I told Coda Boy that I would text him back with any information I got. I figured what I'll do is I'll make a video because I want this hashtag to get out there, saturate the gun community and the YouTube. But I'm a little guy, so of course I need your help. For those of you who watch, I need you to share it. I need you to type it. I need you to figure out a way to get it out on other people's channels so that they see it and they can follow it and understand what it's all about. So the runaround was I waited on hold this morning for quite a while, and I finally got what sounded like I thought I was going to get with somebody that was somewhat important, somebody who could at least get me to somebody that was somewhat important, but in actuality I got what sounded like a high school kid who just came off of a surfboard telling me, you know, rules are rules, and those videos that are being flagged for a reason, and it's our job to make sure that those flags are investigated. I said, yeah, I understand all that. I said, but you also need to understand who's flagging these videos. I said, because the videos that you're flagging, and you know what, my hands are dirty. Sorry, I was cleaning a gun earlier. These videos are being sabotaged more than they're being flagged. And I said, you need to understand that because every one of these videos that are being flagged are well within the community guidelines. And I said, no, I'm not here to tell you how to do your job, and I'm not here to tell you that these guys don't have a right to potentially shut a channel down. I did tell him I would appreciate it as whatever the general public or the consumer forget about my interest and my involvement in the gun community, but I did mention that it was pretty important to me that YouTube really does thorough investigations and is able to weed out even things that would be not legitimate as far as a flag. So they told us that this person told me that YouTube is working diligently, and yada yada yada. So we ended our conversation. I figured 2.5 hours on hold and a 3-minute conversation to be lectured pretty much by a high school kid. It's a little discouraging, but you gotta play the game, I guess. And then I was talking to another buddy of mine, somebody that I shoot with, and he reminded me of a story, and I'm going to leave you with this. YouTube is a private business, and as a private business, they can do whatever they want. They cater to the general public, but they are still a private entity that caters to the general public and can do and dictate and pretty much control whatever it is they see fit. That being said, I was reminded of the federal court case that just was recently all in the news with the baker who was asked to bake the cake by the homosexual couple for their wedding, and he refused. And you can watch any number of YouTube videos to get more details about that, but that case went to the Supreme Court. And what the Supreme Court ruled was that baker was allowed to deny making that cake to that couple. And the couple was obviously suing them for discrimination and what have you. But the Supreme Court said that he was well within his rights to do it because he is a private business. And he did not discriminate against them as much as he was refusing to do something that he didn't believe in. But anything he had in his shop, anything else that he made, they were more than welcome to. Blah, blah, blah. The bottom line was it's a private business, and the Supreme Court of the United States ruled in his favor. So now, that brings me back to the YouTube. It's a private business. They are able to do what they want. They don't want gun channels. They want to restrict it and make it real difficult for gun channels so that we go away. They can do what they want. It's kind of our job to help them see that it doesn't have to be that way. So in helping my buddy CodaBoy32, I want to get this hashtag out, and I would appreciate everybody's support, because if it's not CodaBoy, it's going to be somebody else. Probably not me, probably not a lot of the people that follow CodaBoy and what have you, but some of the bigger ones. So I just want to show my support, and I hope you all will help me by showing yours. Let's get this hashtag out there. Meantime, Big Papa, pretty much waiting on Logan to get home from school, my only day off. Waiting for Logan to get home from school, and then we're going to do the rest of our night. So have a great night. I love you. Always do. Always will. And shoot 'em straight.